Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad, / anyone, to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. I may have to turn off the brightness. Hold on. Okay, now I can see. Is right, ginger ale. I like ginger ale too. I kind of want to put it in the cup. Ah, boo. Anyways. Wellsprings Movers, Terrence Greenbrier. Kitchen boxes, master bedroom boxes, child bedroom, overweight library, office, television, 24 and 14 inch. Oh, I was like, that's really expensive boxes. Then I see the packing, delivery, and everything. Why are they moving?
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
Directions to work from new house. An hour and 10 minutes. Goodness. Have a doggone cool 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Sam, Uncle Harvey. Regional track and fields, first place. This place in Long John? I think I like those noises. Close the blind so I can see better. I don't even have my lights on. My blinds were my lights. Makes sense. Senior conservationist? I am fucking that up. Anyways, I'm not gonna listen to that. Over the Alps, a novel traveling game. Green apple. Just wondering if it filled up. Stephen King, author magazine. Some band-aids. Oops. C. Crouch, C. I didn't realize. I like pressed it, but I guess I didn't press it enough. Because I automatically try to crouch on games. Oops. Katie's departure. Oh. I like left hella far away. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is that he had a Nintendo when we were little. Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you?
without you. Please be there. Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Those don't sound like they belong with each other. Oh. Cool. Welcome, new student. We hope you're as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. Nutritious lunch, $2.50 for lunch provided. Positive attitude was not walked through. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Oh. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Persian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have a lot of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Oscar Doc Mason, 60, Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. Service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. I wonder if that was this home. Wait. In the military? I hear something. It's not flickering anymore. Oh. Why is it not flickering? Sus. I don't want to go towards the kind of creepy noise. Pioneer CLD D703 combination laserdisc compact disc player, $999.99 with blacklight, double-sided play, headphone out, display on off. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market of a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular... We didn't finish. You can do better. What? What if JFK wasn't JFK? You starting to get paranoid? Back to basics, sent back in time to Dallas, 1963 again. Save emergency in Dallas, cancels motorcade. JFK poisoned, kidnapped, injured. Intersect LHO and USSR. LHA code killed in Marines. Why not disrupt motorcolor minutes before who can fire? Grassy and I don't know. Record JFK off HBO. Magic Bullet Theory, Long Gunman, X-Files, Check with Sam. Paradox results in JFK death being desired outcome. Chinese, Japanese, Lebanese. JFK President, US and USSR coalition. Early space flight, utopia, advanced technology, end World War II early, time stream too different. Over here, Boone County, Terrence Greenbrier. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often something on your development and welfare. In the 10 years since we last met, your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I will understand if you find you cannot accept this invitation. Oh, it's because it was in the thingy. Okay, cool. Leaving that, just in case I need to get it again. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them. The star was twinkling as if he was lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station, Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. Killing of JFK theory. You've seen the movie Discover the Truth. Huh. What? I guess it was just that. Okay. Electrical inspection form for Terrace Greenbrier. Did the entire electric system meet codes? Yes. Are there any deficiencies which need correcting? Unclear. If yes, describe in detail. Wiring in-house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added to the structure over the last 100 years. The system is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts sockets wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. September. Definitely not ghosts. You're correct. Nice. Have it more open. Oh, 4:51. Hello, Red. Have a good day at work. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just don't mind me just writing this down. November 1994. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they've become more trouble than they're worth from the editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to read out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations of your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. Thank you! If it were... There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use, but David's known you for a long time. Thank you so much for 100 biddies!
J_red_13 shared Dex 100.
I'm sorry. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. So, basically, being in this house made you insane. "90210!" Keep pressing shift because I want to run. Irish whiskey. Is it full or empty? I didn't check this. Dear Mr. Mason, please find and enclose the original document and typed copy of your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Will and Testament. Oh gosh, 1973. I, Oscar Mason, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County. I am unmarried and have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts, to my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbrier Jr. of Ellis County. So the father. In the event that said Terrence L. Greenbrier Jr. should predecease me, then and in such event the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August 1973. Is that all? So we moved here because he died. I left that open. Right? Hey, are you the Noogle Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this in my back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha. And yes, I'm new. What's up? Just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either. And so I thought I'd ask something. If you don't mind. Do you mind? No. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho? Or does it run in the family? Oh, it's this fucking home. This is the weirdest layout of a home I've ever seen.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties.
You tricked me. Anyways, I was jamming. Terry, hey man, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor, it's 1978, and Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as an example. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor. Tell him your old college I don't know what that says. Chum? Oh. Mike sent you. Here's the address. The accidental savior. X-Files Season 1. 2001, The Dark Crystal. Isn't this the 90s? Or did I read that wrong? Sam thought that this might help making friends.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
I want to light it. Are they all done? Okay. Hi, Terry. Enclosed, please find. Hi, Terry. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer unit. Enclosed, please find it. With remotes and cables, we need a half-page review for the October issue. So that gives you about 2 weeks to give us a copy to edit standard stuff, like you gave us on the other one. So combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well. It was 19. I wonder if that's the one that he was in the middle of fighting. X-Files. Yeah, it's 1995. Why is there a 2000? Okay, look. I could have put it there, but no. Save on tortilla chips. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Fine, I didn't want that to be on anyway. Oh boy, fancy. I'm scared it's gonna be copyright too. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I would like to inform you that unfortunately Monkey Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to the External Pariah. Despite the low sales of the External Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book was in fact been lower than those of the first, so now stewardship of the series must end here. Oof, buddy. What's up, dude? More alcohol. Okay. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Hey Lonnie, so if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive, it's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. I'll write back and leave this in my lock if you still want to. You can be in the parking lot after 6. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Be ready.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
There's literally a worker right outside my window. This is so uncomfortable. There's a worker right outside my window. Like right outside. Anyways, Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. That's sus. Check this real quick, just in case. Okay. Can y'all hear that music outside my window? I'm scooching my microphone really close to me and turning it down just a smidge. Can you still hear me? It's not too quiet, is it? He's smoking a cigarette. He's smoking a cigarette right outside my window. Okay. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. Control bond scheduled for Boone County, October. Janice Greenbrier. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the Veta part of the next week as part of Forestry Service run-controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved. And senior conservationist, I'm struggling with that word for some reason, Janice Greenbrier, smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. The heck? This is September. Couples. Something. Bowling. Cooking class. Big apron. Ballroom dancing. Couples bowling. Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. They're not doing cooking class. Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. Cook the big meal for Jerry and... Does that say Jerry? And Sam. Terry and Sam. Dummy. Notice of temporary personal transfer. To aid an upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest, September 2nd. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Janus, is charged with the supervision of transfer personnel. Duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as recommendation of the overseeing officer. It's very loud out there. I can hear it through my headphones. Ratmobile. Potty mouth. I'm assuming that's the... for Sam. Yep, I was about to say, I'm assuming that's... Oh. Love Thing. Cherry Bomb. Like your fans. Oh. You're going to like this one.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and therefore independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter. Sam swim. Right. Okay. Close. Nope. Is this another... Is all the music going to be... Dang it. I want to listen to the cool music that's not playing outside my window. Oh. Adventurous the cat returns. Bet this is the game he wants back. Chun-Li moves. More games. Stop stealing people's games. Hi Lonnie, I wrote this in first period and left in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their on their beepers, but we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches... I don't know. Something... Oh, 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched 90210. But I could see in his eyes he was lying. I'm turning it. I know I'm gonna be quiet, but I know y'all can hear that because it's gotten louder. If I can hear it through my headphones, I know y'all can hear it. And I'm wanting to be able to put this. Do I wait? Do we take a break and I wait? Okay, cool. Because it's so loud, I can hear all the lyrics through my headphones. I'm just gonna talk louder. Really close to the microphone. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. English creative writing. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed. No polish. I like how they spelled that. Did it break? Okay, Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from the gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. She chose the suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answering machine. Parent did not sign. Lonnie. Oh. Yolanda. Grab Steggy. Stelly. You don't know the name? No, it's not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges, show more pride in work. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want us to go for a ride when it's done? Yeah. Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. Oh. It's the Bible. King's Labyrinth. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended. I think it's quieter now. Because it's away from my window now. Descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slipped down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From farther into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and more clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs of Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap slipping forth of the worldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb, topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from the rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention and then you." But the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him to merry chase." She held up the silk line, all traced by this invisible thread, of course. Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his... Wait, no, the singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left with the ground levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running towards the sound. The line in Allegra's hand was taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it through her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Got your number. So cute. Oops. I think I saw something for password. Are they? Kill my eyeballs. I don't remember closing you. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out of it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be like really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15. Okay, don't barf. All right, see you then. Trying to find something. It could be the password. Maybe 1888? Nope. Dang it. I'm kind of guessing they might be in this, but my brain doesn't like doing these on a screen. Cool. Cool. I like them when they're not on a screen. Steggy. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna step out and come back. Did you try dyeing your hair?
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
That's not good. Why there's that? So many Bibles. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the tunnel. This is my second passage through the tunnel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry to invite you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the tunnel. London was great, Dad, Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'll love it. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. I like that. I said, oh, boy. There's nothing I don't hate right now. Why are they all gone? Sundance Kid, The Fugitive, Businessman. Jeopardy. Sundance. Leaves of Grass. Collection of poems. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. Oh no. It's become a bit of a way of life actually. You get used to each other. You live your lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry, Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager thing for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled bond that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new Ranger, thank you. They look like inns. They said, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick, you have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Oh, I was wondering. Oh. I really want to know what the password is. I don't know why I can't figure it out. Oh, I didn't check that attic space. That was creepy looking. Sure. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up a guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. So Katie ran away. Katie ran away. Sam ran away. I know what I'm talking about. Hey Sam, you were asking what... Eiffel team. Well, sighting journal. August 31st, 1984. 1:19 a.m. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 12:44. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello, did not investigate, probably was the funnest. September 9th, 1994, 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from the continent fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was bought yesterday. October 9th, 1994. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly began to feel cold. We build a protective pillow for it. October 22nd, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I employ Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. October 28th, 1994. From 10 p.m. till the next day at 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. Performance evaluation. Everything was exemplary. Ranger Padamat has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed bond preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication. Oh, this must be Ranger Rick. I believe his expertise and dedication has been a deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to our outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Halloween show, the Misfits, they're awesome. Don't forget your costume. Lounge, see you there. Oh, did the mom take it?
Sometimes you just have to lie to mom and dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to mom and dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Ah. Don't look here. I don't know what it says. Okay, it just says don't look here. Anything else? I'm assuming that's all. Oh, that must be the outfit. romance. Bonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and there was something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it had all sorts of creepy old stuff. Okay. Closet. Creepy. Ghost Hunter, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation. Hidden compartments found. 3. Library, the foyer. There. Outside room. There. Ah! Nice. Hello, hello. Where are you, Oscar? Would you want to come back? Oh. And then the other one was in the foyer. No, the hallway. Got turned around. Nice. Heaven at the edge of the world, the Green Glacier Part 2. Allegra and her scouting party peered down wearily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacier basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight, indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. That first mate keeps getting in trouble, huh? His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry. Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted stop. She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted no and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it's too late. Oop. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water and then splashed down. All was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat, something began to emerge. A head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's, and the shoulders and sleeves of his coat soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her with the eyes, the face, the hair and hands, the body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still, the first mate, she, spoke in a soft, clear voice. Captain? Allegro drew... The Amazonian queen said, she is one of us now. She is ours. Allegro drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegro glared into the queen's eyes and said, that's the love of my life, and you can't have her. Walk in. Okay, it is around the edge. Cool. I was just wrong.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, I really like you. I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
She's so cute!
Lonnie came over today. Everything was
You stole it.
different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
It's so cute. Oh, that key doesn't go to that? It says basement. Oh, the basement's not that. Okay. Silly. Through the hallway then. It's so cute! Dang, I went all this way for no reason. Creepy. I don't particularly like basements and attics. Good way to sneak out. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially, your friend, close friend and confidant, Lonnie. Fancy man, quite. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman with sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it again sometime next year, shall we? Cute. Actually, I don't think that's big enough to sneak out of. Shut up.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Don't feel like reading that one. Samantha Greenbrier, to Samantha Payne, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer's program's tuition and fees. The attached document delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Does she run away with her? 14-karat gold heart pendant in 2 halves, customizable with up to 10 letters, names, dates, initials, anything you can dream of. Oh. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in this subject matter. An author's work is an externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional deus ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and their honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. Ouch. Ouch! Oh, there's... Oh. Well, there's a lot of rooms down here. Oh. She's from Canada. Holy snot at all the newspaper. Mason's Pharmacy changes hands. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Mason's Pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Elmstein, Oscar Mason's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's Pharmacy, told the Register the specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason has taken sick and was unavailable for comment. Oof. No, I wanted to close it. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit. Here you come.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
I wasn't saying Lonnie running away. I was saying Sam running away with Lonnie. Like, to wherever Lonnie goes. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think. Probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on the mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie in bed and I almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay, but I tried. Okay, well, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we started driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time together in the dark room. Girl Scout, band formerly known as Cub Scout, set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, "I can sing." And they were all kind of like, "You can?" And she was like, "Probably." But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now, and I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Adorable. I do not know that combination. This one, 1923. That sold me a little bit. Costume skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed in Jackie Kennedy. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you, whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of peripheral. That's a lie to mom and dad's situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Dear Miss Greenbrier, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing a letter. It shows initiative and was well written. It does not change my mind on the matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same as yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in the incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced the locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay, well, now we can finally get into this room. I'm gonna... You don't have to call me out. That serotonin. Ooh, offer promotion. Duty exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed bond operation last year and the services needed for experienced personnel to direct regional operations. We would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director responsible for operations throughout northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at the Flintlock National Forest. Your new position would be at the Regional Management Building located at 128 Bullhorn Road, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding a decision. We very much look forward to your reply. Nice. What's this? Ooh, Spanish. Ooh. Ooh. Let's just put that back carefully. Hi Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes that out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her out on it, and I'm sorry. It's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is the psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. Oh my gosh. My job is to bingle chat and embarrass you. I guess I'll accept that. Ooh. Something's fell in the vent. Earth, wind, and fire? Just put that there. This house is humongous. Sam, this gold was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. Love it. Merry Christmas. Miss you. Treasure always. Oh, that's what was on the bookshelf in the foyer. Foyer. This is freaking huge. Hi Jan, I got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Tasting music, rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket, and I thought you might be interested in it. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Okay, Jan. Foyer? I like saying it like that. Oop. Let me just... Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except for going to and from school. We understand what you've gone through, but we cannot allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly one of your privileges was reinstated. We can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't happen again. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight.
Oh no.
One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Man, fuck y'all. She's 17 years old. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The invitation is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling, the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics as in pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next up, Barcelona? Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. God, no butts in heaven. First off, congratulations, Janice, screened by a regional director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take this job, right? What are you writing for? An engraved invitation, call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite Flannel Cloud hunk. What a blast, but you sound like you're reading a bit into an innocent night out. You're sure there's anything, right? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they are not serious? Okay, do we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person? Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady, soon. Shut up, I want that room. Don't give up on this, honey. Making sure there's nothing I missed. That was some excellent timing. Batmobile, some special. Wish I could listen to the music. Same schedule. Working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 a.m. 7 p.m., not 7 a.m. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Patamont. A banana. I'm not gonna question it. Oh, the power must have gone out. And I can do all sorts of destruction, huh? They look like they're in the middle of renovating this. They eat so much pizza. Samantha and Daniel was in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure, but they went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. Daniel said, are you scared? So Samantha said, no. Are you? They went something and went more into the bad part. Then they went to a part that was never there before. It was a pirate ship. Aw, cute.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie. And then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. And for some reason, I almost believed him.
Poor thing. The Regional Conservative Director Greenbrier, having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director, the State Forestry Service. From May. Ah, the garage. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say I hope this is Find this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Roy, no, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping, fastest hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Oh my god. Okay, Unknown Dimension is what you call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the head of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, type of out-there mass marketing shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had unparalleled ruin since our inception 4 years ago. Unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as Ian Bestman's Message of the Snake Man, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Geiger's oft-banned Venezuelan Flesh Traders. What is this? But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Branch, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider aura. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban Americans want, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. So we've typed plenty. What do you want? What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the books since the original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new forward for the books to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimensions as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. We want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along on this weird odyssey. Kind of looks like he took it. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary June 3rd through 7th. We'll be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good. It should be back soon, right? Booted out. Going away show for Lonnie.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. And she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh, baby. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I have had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the gaudy architecture. Is from a strange alien world. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long? That depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call you when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. The washroom. Ah, look at this beautiful room. I want it. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said the Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I'm grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. Cover copies almost 20 years since John Russell held the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when a familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No, the life you save this time will be your own. Oh, that's a cool concept. The accidental human. Strong Pines. Couples counseling retreat. They're trying. Where we'll do it. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations all complete.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Baby, okay. May have to look at that again. I wish I could vent. Okay. Secret door under stairs. So down the hallway. It's a secret door. Oh, I accidentally smacked my microphone. guess it's this room they're talking about? No. In the foyer, under the stairs, silly. There it is. Exorcisms, attic key, course of nether ginger ale.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong, kick ass, I love you. Oh, the teardrops!
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes. Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday.